Traffic Inc. I hope I can speak for him. Again, I want to say welcome to this event. And we know some of our colleagues will be flying out tonight, but they have to grace this occasion. So we recognize all of those who have made tireless effort to come here tonight. And we're also grateful to those who travel a long distance from Buchanan, from Banga, and other areas to be here, including Mr. Augusta Kuala from Lofa County, who had to come, and our colleagues from Bluyama, that is in Zorzor District, they had to come tonight. We say welcome and thank you very much. We applaud your sacrifice to come all the way here. It is good when we gather together to celebrate what we do best, what we do in biodiversity and conservation, what we do in livelihood, forestry, land rights, and oil palm. And as I see our DMDO for FDA, Mr. Tale is here, I see Jerry is here, and I'd like to recognize the presence of the city mayor of Monrovia, the posse for the mayor. Welcome. Our former director, Director Coleman is here. We see the EPA team members are here, and all those who should receive an award tonight are here. We're grateful that you honor our invitation to come. And so tonight, we want to say thank you, and we look forward to this special event. I want to say better than this. I know if someone were here, he had a long speech, because I remember I printed his speech out last night. He was going through it even this evening. This morning, he said, "This is my seat, I'm going through it." So, well, I'm sorry he's not here. Thank you very much.
It is a privilege for us to be part of this occasion today, as in within the walls of the Forestry Development Authority. We also bring greetings from our able managing director, Monroe Mark Doyen, who for some reasons is unable to be here. We want to say that it is very good that we have our partners who are the voices of the people within the forestry sector to come to our people so that they notice have been playing their role within the sector. We want to appreciate Honorable Huff for this unique occasion today, and that I believe that those honorees have deserved to be honored from what we read or what we heard from him and from others for their diligence and hard work within the sector. The forestry sector is one of the sectors within the relief of the Republic of Liberia that is well recognized, or we can say screened and policed by all Liberians and foreign friends to ensure that those things that have occurred before breaking or some dispute to the nation to be actually done properly so that we can stay enjoy our natural resources. The Forestry Development Authority being created in 1976 is to manage sustainably the forest, the enjoyment we receive from God, other people say enjoyment we receive, so that the people of Liberia and other countries now, because of the global climate change, that we should enjoy this rich benefit that God gave us. I always like to give this parable to all Liberians and forestry is that I'm glad to be a forester, because when God created heaven and earth, the very first thing he placed mankind was in a garden. And in the garden was not sand, there was no ocean, there was no rivers. Rivers were there, but there were no trees. And trees were given to men to manage the unique tree. So today we have no reason to query why they have interest in managing the forest, the trees. And today we have good relationship with the NGOs, both international and local NGOs, in making sure that we enhance our own national forestry reform laws, its regulations attended, and the Code of Forest Housing Policies. I listened to a lot of radio calls, a lot of talk shows on the forestry sector, and I hope to make this remark that it is good that sometimes it is good to come to FDA, get the proper understanding what it means to work within the forestry sector, so that you can just go and make judgment in the call and say, hey, you're wrong, hey, you're wrong, hey, you're wrong. Everybody is wrong, then who he ought to correct what is happening. The forestry sector is a complete discipline, industrial discipline, where people are trained, and both ecologists, lawyers, and I believe that we'll have a lot of librarians. It's a Christian nation. We've got Christians, we've got people that are there that want to do things properly. So when there are limitations, it's good to discuss those things, understand the situation, then you can make judgment, you can make sound decision. What we anticipate from all our partners is that it's not only to just query people. You want me to do it? Just to query people, but to make your point clear so that tomorrow those things will not be repeated. We will try to improve on such occasions so that we can be on time. We cannot give blame to the traffic. We know Liberia, we know Moravia, and traffic is our life, we live with it. So if you know that you live where they're coming from, you make sure that you start coming from your house on time. Well, thank God that we all are here safely, and that we bless this occasion so that we all can make progress to man and sustainable Marshall Forest. Thank you.
Association have picked them up even in the darkest of corners while they willingly contributed to securing a better future for generations unborn. The internationally acknowledged Kenyan professor Wangari Maathai, known for her struggle for democracy, human rights, and environmental conservation, said, and I quote, "You cannot protect the environment unless you empower the people. You inform them, and you help them understand that these resources are theirs, and it is their responsibility to take care of them." One way or the other, each and every one of our awardees here tonight has contributed directly or indirectly to such advancement. On that note, I would like to say congratulations to each and every one that has made some contribution towards natural resource governance in this country and the world at large. The International Union for the Conservation of Nature defines natural resource governance as the norms, institutions, and processes that determine how power and responsibilities over natural resources are exercised, how decisions are taken, and how citizens, men, women, indigenous people, and local communities participate and benefit from natural resource management and an encouragement of the care for their very resources found within their local communities. Our nation, Liberia, is blessed with many explored and unexplored natural resources, including iron ore, gold, diamond, natural rubber, oil palm, and a vast forest, which sadly and unfortunately most see only as a source of logging, with a disregard for the enormous potential the conservation of such blessings bring to bear. And there has been a lot of effort made by people sitting right in this room to do just that. The empowerment that we need to extend now is to inform the people who are situated around such blessings as to how to further conserve it so that we can increase the benefits that come out of it. Tonight, I think the FDA is very much present. I've gained some very, very serious interest in this whole natural resource management since I worked for the NBC and started to work with local NGOs working in these areas. And I think I gained a lot of knowledge thanks to Bowen sitting back there, working with Tushi, working with the oil palm, National Oil Palm Platform. It gave me a whole different perspective of the importance of these natural resources that we do have. And to the FDA, we want to say thanks for the level of effort put into